G'day, it's Brak here, and it's time to ask, who do you think June are? Which is a strange way of me saying I'm going to be showcasing the entries for the June monthly challenge from the 40k Ork community Discord group page server. This thing here that I'm sort of looking at right now. Before I get in and have a look at the entries, I want to apologise for two things. One, this is a little bit late because I've been sick, and which sort of leads to the next thing I need to apologise for is my gravelly voice. So hopefully you'll stay with me for the entire video. If you've been waiting for this earlier, look, I'm really sorry. I've been sick for the last week and I'm still not 100%. I can really only stay up at about 2 hours at a time. But anyway, let's have a look at the June challenge, which was who do you think you are? It was all about characters. So we're talking war bosses, mechs, named, unnamed, big mechs, pain bosses, any character that you like. So HQ and elites sometimes, but a single character. You know what I'm talking about, I'm sure. So we had 17 entries, 16 which are up for to be judged. The 17th is mine. I don't get judged because my reward is doing this video for you guys. And out of that 17, I've got some little notes somewhere. We had 9 war bosses, 4 big mechs, 2 war bosses on bikes, and 2 mechs. So let's go and check them out. Alright, let's start off with my entry first. For what it's worth, this is a Wild Teeth Hibamcpuff. He was the metal war boss with the big chopper, but I've just taken that big chopper off and stuck in a big shooter instead. So we've got this gunslinger here, Wild Teeth Hibamcpuff. If you want to know how I did it and a bit more about this, then check out the link. Ding, there's the thing. Okay, here is a Buggertougly with Brak the Bestial. Now I've got some notes here, so I'm just going to read from that, and this is what Buggertougly had to say. Brak the Bestial of the Black Ork Company, big mech on warbike with a shock attack gun, so it counts as. The model is kit bashed from a killer can and big mech with a shock attack gun. A bit of cardboard and the top of a toy pipe make up the hatch he is in, and I use 2 bendy straws to extend the hover pipe at the back of the ground. The Black Company are my own law for a war of mercenary freebooters that make up of a small detachment from various clans. We'll fight anyone if the teeth is right. This is nice. This is really, really nice. Good, solid kit bash. The execution's great. The painting's really good. And yeah, this is a fantastic looking model. Excellent work, bugger. Now, next up we have Captain Phoenix. Now, he didn't put anything in. He didn't even give the guy a name. So unfortunately, I had to give him a name. So this little war boss is Winston the War Boss. And yeah, look, a good nod to an old style ork here. It's a lovely looking old model, and he's painted well done. I know he's on the original, I know he's on the original base, and that's a nice nod to the past. But I still think that maybe a bigger base would be a little bit nicer. Well, at least he could play with it in that way. But anyway, that's beside the point. This is a nice, solid paint job. Excellent work, Captain Phoenix. hibamcpuff here with his war boss, Triker Wires. Another person whose name I had to give a name. Look, I am going to apologise for the quality of the photo. This was the photo that I was given, and I have done my best to tweak it so you can see as much detail as you possibly can. Now, this was about as good as as I could get it. So we can see a bit of detail here. And look, he's a nice looking truck here. Bit of scratch building and kit bashing involved. And the paint job's pretty solid too. Yeah, look, solid work by hibamcpuff here. Alright, here is Dyson Snowgood with Big Mech Mel Madigan. This is what Dyson has to say. Meet Big Mech Mel Madigan of the Evil Sons Speed Freak Badwar. He is always getting mad again because the boys is always breaking all his new toys. Wow. He actually said that. It's got written here. Now let's have a look at Dyson's work. I like this. I really, really like this. It's a nice subtle red. The chromes and the metallics are just nice. They really complement each other really, really well. And the base, nice simple base. And I've just noticed those checkers on the feet. Wow, once again, Dyson, you do great work. This is fantastic. Now, here is the Drunken Orks entry with Mork Zogerberg. And this is what he had to say about it. Introducing the biggest, the richest, the most cunning and flashiest bad moon boss around, Mork Zogerberg. He invented Smash Your Face and Book and uses it to nick your identity, as in removing your actual face, and then sells it to snakebites to use as socks or whatever. Increasingly, his already vast 2v fortune, which he spends at the mechs on even flasher gizmos and thingies. This is nice. This is really, really nice. I really don't know what to say. Well, I could say a few things, but my voice is a bit there. So look, I'm probably not going to say a lot and just let the pics speak for themselves. But yeah, look, he's looking pretty cute. Yeah, look, this is really, really nice. And I'm just loving the way that it was painted. Here is Iroc's minis with his Doc Horgrunt Raja Mordaka. Now I've just realised, I think I counted this as a war boss, but it's a paint boy, so that whole count at the beginning is wrong. So take one off, which was 9, down to 8 war bosses, and one more paint boy. Okay, this is what Iroc had to say. There is a lot I'm not happy with, but I'm calling him done. Really? You're not happy? Oh. The pride and joy of Painboy Doc Horgrunt Raja Mordaka requires an entire shed load of ammo runts to keep him stocked and blasting his gits without pause, without mercy, and without fail. And what is without fail is definitely this paint job. Wow, look at that. I should know this model, but I don't. There's some great work here. And those trousers, they're leather. Look on those trousers is great. This is sublime stuff. Wow, simply wow. Okay, here is El Debluto with his mech boy, which I named Morris. This is a great name for a mech boy, isn't it? Ah, yes. I like it. Is he a big mech? He's in sort of mega armor, isn't it? Yeah. But he's called a mech boy, not a big mech. But anyway, that's regardless. There's some nice work here. And very what we sort of expect from El Debluto's work. I like the blues, but I always like the blues. The checker work's great. Yeah, look, this is nice solid work. Well done, mate. Now here is Essex Boys here with a well-known fellow, Big Mech Buzzgob with Knit Knuckle and Lunk, his 2 trusty grot boilers. And yeah, look, this is good, solid painting here from Essex. And I do like the little bit of extras that he's done with little tactics here. He looks great. This banner's fantastic. I'm just going to stop talking. and have a little look. This is all nice. This is really, really nice. Just need to take a moment out to have a sip of coffee. I'm a little bit thirsty at the moment. Oh, that was nice. Let's get back to it. Okay, Gorkomarcos here with Warbiker Gavin. Yeah, another person who didn't say much about his entry, but anyway, let's have a look. Alright, yeah, it's nice. I really like these horns everywhere. It's really nice work, and going from the brown up to the white, a little bit of dust and grime. Has a really nice, grim, dark sort of feel to it. These browns or earthy browns. You just he's been scooting around in the dirt and the mud, and he's not as clean as Mother would expect. Nice, solid work there, Gorkomarcos. Here is Conus with Big Boss Bob. And Conus says, Big Boss Bob was part of a rescue army I got off eBay. The previous owner had a questionable taste, so some repairs were necessary. I can't see nothing wrong with this. Oh, there's some great combinations of colour here. That skin is beautiful. How'd you like the base? And the highlight on the blue ribbon there, or piece of cloth, whatever it is, it's blue. It looks pretty. Yeah. Excellent work, Conus. Mr. Gotti with Lobork Domain Git Scourge of the Cosmos. So this is what Mr. Gotti has to say about it. Lobork Domain Git Scourge of the Cosmos. The ultimate bastich. This war boss normally don't need no war, but if the price is right, he never turns down a job. My first non-green skin. It felt dirty, lol. But I had to do the hardcore miniatures war boss proper homage to my main man Lobo. I may build him a proper war bike as well, but that's future Gotti's problem. Another lol. This is interesting stuff. I don't get the reference, but that's because I'm an old person. I suspect it's a game. Like I said, yeah, computer game. I'm a bit too old for that sort of stuff. Get grey in the beard, but enough about me. So, look, I don't get the reference, but that doesn't mean I can't admire the model. Very horror. I just look at this and I go horror. Now, if I didn't realise it was an orc, that's where my face would go. So, yeah, this is good. This is real good. And here's Scott O with his Rubble Mech. And look, I like this model. I've got a couple of them, and I really like it. Now he's given him the spanner option as opposed to the kill saw. Actually, I've got one of these, and I've got two different bills. And yeah, this is nice. And one of my favourite weapons is the custom slugger mega. I can't even name it. The KMS. KMS. Anyway, look, it's nice. This is really nice. And yeah, look, I like it. So this is Scott's Mech Shop with Big Mech Scott, and he's here to help the Big Mech barge it into Mech Shop, which is good because that's what mechs are meant to do, aren't they? Nice Terminator armor here, and a Big Mech hat. And again. Okay, so what has he done here? He's got an old Terminator, and he has put a orc head, that nice mech from, I think that's the Mega Knobs kit, and he's got the custom force field there as well, custom Mega Blaster, and that mech claw there as well. This is nice. I'm liking colours, and I do enjoy how, well, I think in my mind the lap piece here sort of looks a little bit like a tartan kilt. I usually mention this at the beginning, but I sort of forgot. because of the way my brain's working with the flu. If you see a logo here, that generally means that the person who did the entry has some sort of social media. In most cases, it's a YouTube channel. In other cases, it's an Instagram. Now, you want to go and check them out, all their links will be below in the description. Alright, here is Spurious with Captain Gruffin Badgit, and this is what he wrote about. Captain Gruffin Badgit, formerly an up-and-coming knob, had a failed move to become a war boss, was exiled for his trouble, so he took his comrades and joined up with the Admiral Captain as freebooters. He was quite happy with the life of a freebooter, as there was far less responsibility for making sure his boys are not mucking about. Fewer boys to yell at for one, and a lot more travelling to exotic new places, finding stuff to nick and give its former owners a good kicking in the process. Better than his prior existence. He doesn't know how to do the fancy ship commanding stuff, so he really can't be bothered to take over. Plus the Admiral Captain keeps him happy by letting Guffin give his old hometown a cheerful hello via the broadside of big guns every time they're in the area. Oh, it's a nice little story. And a nice little paint job. Yeah, I like this. There he is, Captain Guffin, having a bit of a cigar there. Nice little puff. Is this an old, the old metal models, isn't it? Yeah, I think I've seen this before. Okay, if you know what this model is, comments below. This is nice. Nice use of colours, and metallics are great. I like this plasma type weapon, although they don't call it plasma weapons anymore, do they? But that's what it looks like. Yeah. Nice stuff. Here is the first pip with Captain Bashit, the freebooter boss. Lots of freebooters in this competition. That's really, really good to see. It's something you don't see a lot of, but so it's nice to see that there's a lot of entries out there. People just doing their own stuff, making their own law, and that's just good. It's just great. I love it heaps. So, what does the first pip? Now, I don't think I've seen this person, an entry from this person before, and there's been a few others like that, I think, and that's also good. Nice to see a lot of new blood coming in and showing off their work. That's to be commended. We want to see more of it. That's basically what this whole challenge is all about. So the first pip has this to say: Captain Bashit, the freebooter boss that has joined the hunt for Big Red. He found that he couldn't chase Big Red to Squig as his armour was too heavy, so now he has a grot with a harpoon gun so he can shoot the Squig and reel himself in for the kill. I see that. And not only do I see it, I like it. Well, the harpoon's that's like the stabber that from the knob kit, isn't it? Shooter. That claw, I believe, is from a can. So there's a lot of kit bashing done here. Yeah, this is nice. I really appreciate the oranges. The orange is a good touch. It goes well with the skin colour. This is really, really nice. Well done, the first pip. And here is the final entrance from Zag Dakar with the Rucker Moon Claw, a Bad Moon war boss known for his dead fancy claw. And it's fancy. I bet it's deadly too. Yeah, this is nice. But you know, that chopper's pretty menacing as well. Or that huge chopper. I like this. This is nice. It's obviously one of the old Age of Sigma war bosses that's been fiddled with and added to, and I'm really enjoying the bone on the shoulder. The yellow's fantastic. There's so much going on here, so much to admire. I really, really like this. And you know what? I don't usually do this, but I think this one is my favourite. Wow. Enjoying the skulls, just the chipping work on everything. is just nice. This is really, really good work. Well done. Well done. Okay, now over to this month's judge, which is Big Mac Danceskull. Let's see what he's got to say.
How you doing, guys? Big Mac Danceskull here. I have been chosen this month to judge the Ork 40k Community June Challenge, and I'm honoured to do so, of course. First off, we'll get straight in there and start with the runner-up, and it is Zagdaka's entry of Rucker Moonclaw. Absolutely fantastic entry. It's one using, I believe, the Iroc Iron Boss from Age of Sigmar, and I'm always happy to see conversions using that model. I love the painting style on it as well. The chipped paintwork on all the edges and everything, absolutely fantastic with the exposed metal armour underneath. And in second place is Captain Bashit. Got to be careful how you say that one. And that was from the first pip. Absolutely fantastic entry, this one. It's got the grot with a harpoon on the shoulder. When I saw that, I immediately knew what that harpoon was for, and it was for snagging big beasts and pulling him close towards them so we could get a grip of them and take them down. Absolutely brilliant entry, this one, and it was almost going to take first place. Superb. Good paint job as well, really like unique with the bright orange colours and everything. The grot on the shoulder was what really had me umming and ahhing as to whether I should have this as number one. But we've seen from third-party companies, and we've seen from other conversions as well, and now from GW in their future releases, grots on shoulders with guns, and I thought it tied in really well with that. And with GW's upcoming releases of the Beast Snaggers as well, I thought it was a fantastic entry, and you know, so many other months it could have taken first spot for me, but this time it took second spot, and it's a really fantastic entry, I've got to say. Just reiterate how much I love this entry. And finally, the moment you've all been waiting for. The first place goes to
the one, the only, Roger Mordaka
from Iroc's Minis. Absolutely love this entry. Iroc's painting style really does it for me. If you look closely, you don't even have to look closely, it's obvious when you're just looking at the picture in a small format of this miniature, the amount of work and detail that's gone into the pants, the cracks on the boots and everything, the sort of stressed material on the pants. I absolutely love this painting style, and it's something I aim to achieve in the future. Definitely not, maybe not like army wide or anything like that, because it's something that requires a lot of dedication to achieve that sort of painting style. Absolutely fantastic entry. One thing I want to know as well is, where is that head from? Is it a third party head? Is it a Blood Bowl head or something like that? It's like a helmeted head with a double mohawk going up it. Absolutely love that head, so I'm gonna have to keep my eye out for that head if I don't spot it in the comments of these videos where it comes from. So yeah, that's my three choices for the runner-up, the second place and the first place for the 40k Ork Community Challenge for June. I always forget what order to put those words. Thanks very much for allowing me to judge this month, and now back to Brak.
Cheers. Thanks for that, Dan. Muchly appreciated. And I'll tell you what, it would have been a tough one for you. I would not have liked to have made a decision like this. Don't think I could do it. So let's just recap. There we are, the three podium winners there. And I'm not sure about Zagdaka, but I do believe the first pip is a newbie. So it's nice to see new blood being able to get a podium there. So well done to the first pip, Iroc's Minis and Zagdaka. Great effort, but also well done to everyone else. So what's coming up for the month of July? Okay, coming up for July is the July Challenge. And so during the month of Who Do You Think June Are, there is so much boasting, flattery and downright bullshit that it is fitting that the following month be known as July. July is famous for two things: grots and grot revolutions. For many grots, the month of July is an excuse to make massively large fireworks which they plant inside orc dwellings, vehicles and Gargants. Firework Detonation Day is celebrated at varying times during the month from one planet to another, and always starts the season of Grot Rebellion. The July challenge is to make and paint any Grot unit, which can include any Grot model, any killer can, any Grot tank, a Grot themed conversion such as a Grot rocket or a Grot mega tank. Models can be by GW, old or new, by third party, or 3D printer. As usual, post your whip pics in the July 21 challenge whip at Discord, so we know you didn't paint it back in 1974. So you can make and paint as many Grots or Grot related vehicles as you like, but you can only enter your best one in. You can't enter an Ork in this challenge unless the Ork is the servant of the Grot, like that Master Blaster dude from Mad Max 3. Alright, there you have it. July is going to be celebrating all things Grots. So let's get cracking. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please like, subscribe and share. Do all the algorithmic things. And if you would like to help me out financially, there's always Buy Me a Coffee and Patreon. The links are in the description. Okay, time to toddle off. So remember, if you're going crumpin', you've got to bash early and bash often.